Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your boy. Welcome to my world. Here today with the National Taizai 7 Deadly Sins, chapter 264. Now, my boys. ESTAROSSA has just came through and surpassed Sariel and Tarmel within the span of one chapter. My boy, he absorbed two commandments. He absorbed Garland's commandment, and he just absorbed Mon Spite's commandment. So he has not only his commandment of charity, I think it was, and also now he has the commandment of silence and the commandment of truth. So this man, he already had a power level just by absorbing Garland's commandment. He already had a power level of 88,000, which was close to Sariel and Tarmel's power level. I'm guessing their power level is probably about, since they were able to be damaged, since he technically he did speed blitz Tarmel, because Tarmel, even though he got caught off guard low key, when ESTAROSSA came back and he was all cheerful and playful and he hugged him, even though he got caught off guard, he still couldn't react enough in time to liquefy himself when ESTAROSSA came down with a swipe. So with that being said, he has to be somewhere close. I say their power levels are about, okay, if ESTAROSSA's is at 88, I say theirs is about a 90,000 to maybe 92,000. It's really close. It's really close if he's able to speed blitz him and damage him like that. So ESTAROSSA in this chapter, just by absorbing Garland's, he got that much stronger. And now he's absorbed Mon Spite, so he should be well above their level, and that's clearly shown when he puts a hole through both of them just by transforming. He transforms, he speed blitz both of them before they even have time to react. And then he's like, yo, stop, you're talking too much, just suck it up and die. He said like Lord Meliodas. I'm like, wait, hold on now. Why do you want to be Meliodas so bad? Like, ESTAROSSA, what's wrong with you? Like, I understand now from what Mon Spite said, he's twisted because he's absorbed more than he's allotted. The Demon King gave him a commandment, one commandment, for the specific reason to gain darkness. Now that he has multiple commandments, his soul is twisted because he is not ready for it. He's not Meliodas. And I'm pretty sure Zeldris could do it too, if he wanted. But his body is not there. That's why you saw when he came back, he was a little more playful. He was calm. It was a strange playful though. It was a strange happy and it was a strange calm. Now that he's absorbed Mon Spite's 10 commandment, he's a little bit more serious, and he's acting more like himself, but at the same time, I think he's just drunk on power right now, honestly. So he was stating throughout this chapter that if I can't even beat them, how am I going to beat Big Brother? So it goes back to when he fought Meliodas and he killed him. He was talking to him. He was like, yeah, you're a traitor, you left, but I loved you though. You were my brother. So he feels some type of way about his brother. Because remember, he used to idolize Meliodas. And I think since Meliodas betrayed them, I feel like that idolization turned into a little bit of hate. And it turned into a little bit of jealousy, honestly. Because at the end of the day, even though Meliodas staged a coup d'etat, he staged a war, well, not a coup d'etat, because it would be like a, you know what I mean? He staged a war against his own kind. His father still favors him above Zeldris and ESTAROSSA. And you already know how Zeldris feels about it, because Zeldris, he actually wants to be Demon King, you know what I'm saying? ESTAROSSA doesn't really have anything, because I feel like he was dawdled on as a kid. Like, you got Zeldris, who is the youngest, but he's very exceptional, you know what I'm saying? You got Meliodas, who's extraordinary, even amongst demons, and it was going to be the successor since he was one firstborn, and two, he was very extraordinary. And then you have ESTAROSSA, the middle child, who was born with no darkness, who had to be given a Ten Commandment because of that reason, not because of his skill. So with that being said, Estarossa has a complex with his brother because of what happened in the past, and I think because of his soul and his mind and his body being twisted, that's coming out a little bit more. So now he's comparing himself to his brother. He has an inferiority complex towards Meliodas because he idolized him, and now that idolization has turned into jealousy. So now he's calling himself Meliodas. I don't know if at first I was like, is that like a translation error? But I think that's actually like he's calling himself Meliodas. So he thinks he's his brother. Like you even see his getup. It looks like Meliodas's old gear, like 3,000 years ago, or it could be his own, like what he was wearing in the beginning of this arc. But yeah, he just comes. He is at least, I want to say 100. I want to say 100,000. I want to say at least 100,000. But I still don't think he's messing with Meliodas in assault mode. I really don't. Because you got to think about it. Meliodas in assault mode was toying with Escanor, who continuously rises in power. It took Escanor at his strongest to beat Meliodas in his assault mode, and Meliodas is way stronger than that now. I know I always go back to that, but this is the only comparison that I can have because we're reaching the tippity top of the verse. It's like every other chapter, someone else gets kicked out of like the top 3. Like right now, from how it looks, it's not counting the Supreme Goddess and the Demon King. It's like Meliodas, Escanor, and if not Rudisile or Zeldris, then it might be Estarossa. Because you got to think about it, Estarossa has 3 commandments. He has 3. So not only do you have to fight his abnormally strong power now, you also have to make sure that you stay clear of activating his commandment. So Estarossa at this time, I would say he's possibly top 5 strongest, not counting the Demon King and the Supreme Goddess. But throughout this chapter, he's dominant. But the questions that arise, and I know I'm not talking about anything else in the chapter, but I'm sorry. Like this takes priority. The only thing else that happened really is the stuff with Elizabeth and Derriere, and I like them both, but this takes precedence over that. But if I was to say anything about it, I'd say the parallels between them I've already stated before. But yeah, they both love someone. They both had to give up things for that love. But in Elizabeth's case, she's still fighting for that love, and in Derriere's case, she has just lost that love. She has to learn how to continue on without that person. But with that being said, now I can go back to what I was saying. Estarossa has supposedly taken out 2 of the 3 archangels, right? And don't get me wrong, they were beastly. Like even in this chapter, like they were pulling out like I think Sariel pulled out like a cleaving crescent wind or something like that. Like he cut Estarossa in half, right? He cut even though Estarossa had Garland's commandment, they were still being able to beat him. They were still able to defeat him. Tarmel, he hit him with like a water spear. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they're not weak, clearly. It's just Estarossa is cheating. He's using other people's power. He's using another commandment, right? If it wasn't for that other commandment, Estarossa would have been done. I'm sorry. Because their attack, the divine wrath of Enlil, that attack is supposed to destroy you on a molecular level, and not even demons can come back from something that can destroy them on a molecular level. So that attack is nothing to scoff at. It's nothing to be like what? Like, no, it's nothing to scoff at. And if I was to bet my bottom dollar, that lightning was probably there during the battle between the Demon King, the Supreme Goddess, versus Meliodas and Elizabeth. I'm telling you, that lightning was probably there. But yeah, for the most part, Estarossa throughout this chapter, just being dominant, just being a force. He has 3 commandments now. Meliodas 5. I think he thinks in this mode that he can beat Meliodas, because he said, if I can't beat them, how am I going to face my brother? Now he has another commandment, and with up against Meliodas' 5, I still think Meliodas wins because Meliodas punked him. I think Meliodas without a commandment could beat ESTAROSSA right now. I think he'd do him the same way he did Escanor. He really would. It's clear Meliodas would still spank him. He would. And if the same rules apply to ESTAROSSA that apply to Meliodas, then he can only use his power for like what, half a day or something, like half a day, because Meliodas, unless he gets all of them. So are we setting up ESTAROSSA to get all of them? Like, because if ESTAROSSA gets all, it's game over. ESTAROSSA is crazy. Like, don't give this man nothing. This man is crazy, y'all. Yeah, but with that being said, y'all, I'll see you guys later. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. If you didn't already, click the little bell so you can get the notifications every time I post, and I'll see you guys later.